TerraCorps. Welcome to TerraCorps.
Greetings, Terrarians. Khaios here, somewhere under this massive pile of loot. Welcome to TerraCorps episode 9. When I ended the last episode, we had just finished that AFK farm. I said I was going to AFK for the duration of editing the video, and to be honest with you, I went to bed before I finished editing that video. I finished it in the morning before I published it, so I actually left myself AFK overnight, and let's just say, well, my computer crashed at some point. Oops. But when I came back, lots of loot. Obviously, my safe is filled, and the chests are filled, and we've got a lot going on. I'm going to sell everything that we don't need, sort things out, and we'll see how much we got in our first overnight session. Alrighty, you all ready? I am ready. This is exciting. So, after selling all of the drops that I didn't want to vendors, we have made nearly 84 platinum. In fact, by the time I'm done recording this clip, it'll probably bump up to 84 platinum. And if we combine that with the money that we had left, which was a measly 3 platinum coins, we are sitting pretty indeed. So here's all of the stuff that I want to keep, but this farm is a little too efficient. I'm not sure if the computer crashed because of my auto clicker or because of the amount of loot sitting on screen, but in case it's the loot sitting on screen and just to help with inventory management in general, I think I'm going to upgrade this quite a bit. I want to add a chest for every single item that we have from this farm, including all of these. So we got all of these non-stackable items, minus the gel, it's stackable, but you get it. And then we're going to make chests for all of these items too. And then we're going to put these all around us so that every time I pick up an item, they will go sorted into those chests. And once those chests are filled, then, I mean, we probably don't need to AFK farm for a while then, do we? I'm going to upgrade this real quick, and then we'll get further into today's episode. And now we have storage for pretty much everything. There's some rare drops that'll go into my inventory that aren't sorted yet, but once those happen, we can find a chest for them. No big deal. And now I can officially just quick stack to nearby chests repeatedly while AFK, assuming that's not what crashed my computer last night. If so, then I'll just have to deal with my inventory getting full and get these as I go. But next, we've got a big project starting as well with some other friends on the server. Let's head off straight to that. In an earlier episode of TerraCorps, I asked you all in the comment section what you think I should do with an amber mosquito that I obtained. And since then, I've actually got a second one. And one of the suggestions that you guys made was to do something like Jurassic Park themed. And you know, that kind of rings a bell with me. It sparks my nostalgia. That always gets me going. And we're going to do it. But if we're going to make Jurassic Park, we need more dinosaurs. So I am going to form a group. We're going to get a project going, and we're going to excavate the desert to get more dinosaurs. I have invited 3 individuals to help me out, and they've all expressed interest in it. It should be a lot of fun. So Gijs, Blue Jay, and Xman will all be joining us in this endeavor. It's going to be the first non-boss group project that I've started on the series. Very excited. Let's go meet the guys. Blue, what have you done to this poor child?
I suffocated him with sand and then block swapped the sand.
And why is your imp just sitting on top of the coffin?
He just yawned. This is another day in the life of Blue Jay, my master.
Rest in peace, young child.
Oh gosh. Makes it look like you're dancing on top of the coffin.
I might as well. Hey, it would be complimentary to the intro. to the intro of the last video.
So you use the other one as an intro to the last video, and I use this as an intro to my video.
You're not playing any music. Right on cue.
No. Why is it always you in the rain song?
Xman has seen better days.
Yeah.
Like when I called you all here, I thought you'd come in one piece.
I will
Anyway,
be the quarter.
I have called you all here.
There's a
Yes.
traitor amongst us.
Blue.
You leave. Wait, how do you say? Confidential?
that feeling when Gijs' spelling is better than his pronunciation.
I struggle, okay? It happens.
Are we playing volleyball?
No,
Is that?
I have brought you here because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be excavating this desert to get more of the amber mosquitoes, right?
Ah,
Ooh.
yes.
And once we have enough of them, we'll start to research
An
them.
army.
An army. Who knows?
The
Who
goal
knows?
is to.
Who knows? This is
Okay.
the
Invited
future.
You're here.
This
Wait
is the
till we get live.
future start of D.E.R.P. Gentlemen, gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
The name of our organization is Dino, Excavation, and Research Project. Beautiful blue.
D.E.R.P.
Yes.
That's our team. Just
Thank
that
you,
one
bro.
note. That's our team.
Yeah, that's our theme song. Just one note. Blue, one note.
One
you
note?
play our team
Oh.
song. Right, let's go.
All right.
Okay, so this is why we have Blue here. He needs to play our theme song.
Kyushin just messaged me and asked if I wanted to participate in an Old Ones arena fight. And I really want a Defender's Forge, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I do need a lot of medallions because I do want more than one forge, so I'm going to eventually make an arena of my own and probably try and make it farmable even. But for now, let's just go ahead and participate in what she has going on
Are
here.
we ready to take these on?
Sure.
Did you remember to save at the thing?
I didn't know
Okay.
there was a thing to save at, so it's not a memory thing, it's just an I didn't know. What? It's not where I thought it would be. Oh, it's up here, I see.
I got a dragon egg!
Well, that was mostly successful, and I say that because you may be able to tell by my medal count that I did die. That's okay. We got several of them done. I really only got a Dark Mage trophy, but this is the reason why I want to have a farmable way of doing the Old Ones Arena, because I love these as decorations, and I want to have plenty of them. So, earlier in the episode, I introduced you all to D.E.R.P, the Dino Excavation and Research Project. And right now, I'm going to head back into the desert that we have claimed, and I'm going to start doing some landscaping to prepare for the excavation that will be coming in the future. If there's one thing in the desert that I cannot stand, it is antlions with their horrible ant-spitting, ruining, griefing capabilities. And I also am not a huge fan of cacti growing up where I don't want them, since we don't have cactus acorns or anything like that that just kind of crop up. So what I'm going to be doing, and starting off this excavation area, is I'm going to be swapping out a lot of the sand for hardened sand and sandstone, because those will not spawn the antlions, or at least they didn't as of 1.3.5. I don't know if that changed in 1.4, but we're about to find out. Seagulls, stop indicating the beach is right here. You're ruining the immersion. I know I'm in the middle of recording on my camera account, and you'll probably already have seen the final version of the landscaping, but I just saw this briefly as I was attacking a zombie and thought I'd hop in here and see what we get. Hey! A flying carpet. Why not? Why not indeed? I'm just going to hold on to that, I think. Excellent. No more antlions, no more cactus, no more vultures, and this excavation site can still look like a nice, well, nice I guess, barren desert. So I want to do a few more things than just landscape that, just basically swapping out the blocks. I'm going to add a couple of sandstone hill mounds or rock features, probably one next to the sign and then another one over here at the other end. And I also want to build a starting like tent, maybe like a deck with a tent on top of it, a place where we can begin our operations. Well, I was going to continue working on this, but, of course, a rainstorm, a thunderstorm, and now a sandstorm. I guess I'm just going to have to wait this out and then pick up the build in a bit later. You guys get the general idea of what I'm going for here? I'm going to do something similar to this on the other side, and then after that we can get started on the staging area for the operation. Okay, guys.
Okay, I'm here.
I have an idea. To get some funding
Right,
for our excavation.
Oh, that's smart. So we can get. Oh yes. So
Yeah. We need funding. Every big research and excavation project needs a lot of funds, right?
Right.
So, I want to start a fundraising campaign called Go Pay Us.
Go best. Oh, that sounds good. All right.
Yeah, right, yeah. And so we're basically going to have this donation box where people can go pay us, right, to fund
Right.
our research. We got to think of a good location for it. I'm not sure yet.
That's a good point. So you want to do one stand, or do you want?
We
to do
could
multiple separate
litter
ones?
this entire place with them and make it known
I
that
want
they
it
can
everywhere.
go pay us anywhere, right?
Yes. So everywhere you look, you can go pay us.
But the big thing about any money-making scheme, as a businessman, you should know this. You have to spend money to make money.
Of course, invest.
Right. So I'm going to invest in every single slot, except for the one that Kishin already purchased, of this week's bulletin board.
That's a lot of money. I guess you have a lot of faith in receiving donations.
Well, we only need to get 40 mana
40
crystals to make up for the investment, right?
All right. So I think we really need to sell it to them. We really need to have something attractive on the sign, something that catches your eye. I think the boxes, we need to make them very obvious, and we need to kind of sell the whole idea of a research project to our potential backers, right?
Yeah, it makes sense.
What if we kind of promise them something, and we'll say it's something really cool, right? We'll promise them something really cool. Let's say like merch, right?
Okay, everybody likes merch.
We promise them merch, so they'll probably pay something like 10 mana crystals for the merch.
Right.
But when we're actually doing our project, the merch is actually kind of crappy.
Oh, you mean
So-
like we just give them a wooden breastplate and call it our shirt?
Yeah. Well, that's our merch. That's our Dino shirt.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
D.E.R.P shirt, but
Yeah,
it's so crappy.
Maybe we
eventually.
can get a texture pack going and actually make a D.E.R.P shirt.
I love that actually. It's so badly written D.E.R.P.
Oh god, yeah, horribly written. All right, yeah, or just a big D.
Of an obnoxious hat that says D.E.R.P. I love that.
Another thing we could do, if our backers pay a certain amount, right? We could give them tours of the excavation site when it's built.
That's actually super smart. Because that feels like such a cool promise, right? Like our whole idea of the project, our research project, that you can eventually visit and see what's going on.
Right, yeah. I mean, we need to know that they know what their money's going towards. Kind of.
Yeah.
We won't show them everything.
Yeah.
They won't see too much, but they'll see enough.
Right. Besides the tours and the merchandise, maybe we can also promise them like a weekly update, or like every 2 weeks we'll give them an update about the project, so a little inside info.
Yeah,
about
we
how
can
things
give
are
them
going.
little updates, little tidbits. Maybe make that a little bit cheaper than the tours, and then we can offer a more expensive tour once we build our research facility too.
Ooh, so a deeper look into the.
But not too
facility.
deep.
I
They
like
can't
that.
see everything.
No, of course. They can't steal our idea.
All right.
No,
So we need to figure out a design for the chest in a little bit here, and
Right.
I need to fill in this board. But I'm happy with the idea. I think we should get started.
Let's go.
Gijs and I have been very busy. So we have purchased every single slot on this bulletin board. Hey buddy. For the most part, they all say the same thing, and it's just talking about our Go Pay Us. Become a backer today for the D.E.R.P. It explains what it is, where they can donate, and what they get for donating. In addition to that, he has placed some signs around here, like, what is that drone up there? And I have built said drones. They're all identical, so you know what this one looks like, you know what they all look like. They're pretty impressive at night, but I just missed nighttime. But they do blink. And even better, this tickles me. You can see them blinking on the map. So I like it. It draws your attention. So we have them scattered all over the place. Like I put one outside of the mini game, right where you pay. They're flanking Cushin's shop because it's probably one of the most used shop. Right outside of Game Go, even outside of Blue's unfinished shop, which I'm not going to show because spoiler. Well, you get an idea of what's there. And my very depressed looking tree on the map. This thing looks so sad on the map. Like, I know my tree looks sad in general. That's just the way the Deku tree looks. But it looks way more depressed here. He just looks... I'm so sad. Here he's just like, I'm sad old tree. But I don't know. And then we had the funny idea of changing all of the NPCs in GameGo that Dante has added. They all have like these little text things, and we decided to talk about donating to the cause in all of these, and it's pretty hilarious. So we've kind of got our donation scheme going out there, and I'm excited. All right, I'm gonna want to add some vegetation, like brown painted blueberry bushes. I don't have the strange plants yet, but maybe some living leaf or stuff like that. And get some vegetation growing in here, even though it'll be desert vegetation. But for now, I'm happy enough with it. I might tweak the design a little bit. And over here, I put some symbols on the sign. So we have the Dino Excavation and Research Project, Fossil Dig Site. And then I had a Do Not Enter sign with Authorized Personnel Only, and then a warning sign with Hazardous Area. Now, I've had some people in the last video ask how you add symbols to these signs. And the straightforward answer is these symbols are something called alt codes. So if you look up alt code symbols, you're able to enter a symbol into text. Usually this would be done by like holding the alt button and then pressing a certain number code on your number pad. But for Terraria, for some reason, it doesn't accept the input code, but the alt code symbols are still supported. So if you find them online, you just copy and you can paste one straight in. I could just paste that in there. So now we have biohazard, or I could do radioactive symbol. Now the thing about this is it only accepts old school alt code symbols. Why is that so hard for me to say? So newer emojis or stuff like that aren't going to work. It's got to be really old school stuff. So it'll be a bit of trial and error. And if you get a symbol that isn't compatible, it's just going to show up as 2 asterisks like that. It just means you can't use the symbol that you want to enter. You'll have to delete them and find a symbol you can use. So I'm going to start by working on the staging area here next, and then I think I'll let the others show up and start adding to the dig site themselves. And to everyone making it this far into the video, I really do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying today's episode so far. While I wrap this build up, I wanted to say that the channel is nearly halfway to its current milestone goal of 300,000 subscribers. If you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, or if you're a returning viewer that hasn't yet subscribed, or maybe if you're one of the many people that YouTube randomly unsubscribes for whatever reason they do that, I would greatly appreciate you considering subscribing to the channel. Thank you all very much for helping the channel grow, and I cannot wait to celebrate the next major milestone with you all. So now that those are done, I have actually finished the first segment of the excavation site. We have this sign here for authorized personnel only. Please do not enter dig site, with a danger warning sign and a spiky, hurtful fence, barbed wire fence, which you could easily jump over. But details. They'll clearly, like, anybody who comes across this will just be like, oh, please do not enter. So polite, I won't enter, right? And they'll leave. But we have some decorations going on here. I'm still not sure if I'm completely happy with this. I might mix in some hardened sand wall in here as well for some more texture. Normally for this kind of tent thing, I would go with sail in the background, but obviously we don't get that till hard mode, which won't be until like mid-April is when we're going to fight the wall of flesh. So that's out of reach. I thought that brown painted cloud wall works for now. And so we kind of have our staging area for the excavation going. Now, I am going to let Gijs, Xman, and Blue Jay start some work on this site before I continue, but I did add one more little hill thing at the end and another fence with please do not enter on the other side. So that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. I am looking very much forward to seeing where this excavation leads and all of the shenanigans that we're going to get up to. And I'm also got some pretty exciting plans for the next episode, so I hope to catch you all then. Until then, thank you all very much for watching. I'll catch you all later. Happy building.